he took that name, and it was in writing.
Okay.
You took the name, and being sold from one plantation to another, you were being sold. I mean, you took the plantation's name.
Right.
The plantation owner's name, the
So
one that was the best to you.
So that's your. So that's your mom's father.
No, that's on my. Yes.
Mom's father.
Yeah, that's on my.
Little boy. Okay. Now, how about your dad's side? McNeil.
Oh, from McNeil.
Oh, did I get in front of that? When I put that.
McNeil.
How did your dad and mom get together?
Oh, how did they come together? Because Grandpa had a mail carrier. You probably wouldn't know about it, but the mail carrier would come along, and in a Surrey was no car, the horse, Surrey, with the horse and buggy, horse and Surrey, you know, I guess you know what difference between Surrey and buggy. And they would have feet, and he would want to water the horse, for the horse getting. And so Grandpa had a well, you know, and they had a well water, and he had a trough there for the where everybody would come there. Each Grandpa wasn't the only one that had it, because all the farmers had this well.
Grandpa McNeil.
Okay. No, Grandpa McCutcheon.
Okay.
No, he's wanting to know about McNeil, about Willie McNeil, and your dad.
Oh.
Your dad. Yeah.
How your dad and your mom got together?
Oh, how did they get together?
Yeah, how did they meet?
The mail carrier told Grandpa that he knew, they couldn't read and write, that he knew a school teacher that had a daughter that he knew that would come over, that was a school teacher, and that he knew how to get her there to be, they told him how to, so they teach Grandpa's children how to read and write. And Grandpa...
And you know, back then, they didn't teach black people how to read and write.
They didn't teach black people that. But this mail carrier knew Grandma Mary had a daughter that was a school teacher.
Right.
And
that daughter was
Mary McNeil. Was named Mary McNeil.
Okay.
Which is
she had a daughter.
Who is Mary McNeil to you?
Is my father's mother.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, now I'm following it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream cake?
Maybe later, I think. Thank you. Okay, so Mary McNeil. Okay, that's your grandmother, your dad's mom. Okay. She was a school teacher.
Is it? She's Irish and Indian.
And she was a school teacher. She was a school teacher.
Grandma Mary was Indian.
Right.
And her husband, which I never did meet, they separated some, so I don't know enough about that. But I know that Grandma Mary, which was my father's mother.
Right.
She was Indian.
What tribe? What tribe?
Was it Blackfoot?
Blackfoot? Blackfoot Indian? No? Do you remember the tribe? I'm just curious.
This, you talking about on my father's side.
Yeah, on your father's side, what was the tribe of Indian? Cherokee
on my
or
father's
yeah.
Yeah, Cherokee, yes,
Cherokee.
yes, you know that. Cherokee, Indian,
Okay.
Indian, Well, I was told that my grandfather, my grandfather got sick, and his people, who we never know, sent for him to bring him home, wherever to bring him to him, and he never went back. And so now there's another things that I don't know about that they didn't discuss. And grandmother had grandma. I'm talking about on my father's side now. She had other children, and we often wondered, who was their father. But it was kept a secret, and we don't know. But there was a white man.
Plate.
Oh, that was their food.
That
Just their share.
Oh.
So you're a quarter Cherokee. Would that be right? So
I would imagine.
half. Yeah.
Willie McCutcheon was like Irish and Cherokee?
No.
Grandmother.
McCutcheon.
McNeil was Irish and
No, we talking about this
Yeah.
this on my mother's side.
Right.
Was
Cherokee.
No, your mother's side is African American. Your dad's side, McNeil, is Cherokee.
No.
No?
My grandfather was Afro American.
Right.
Grandfather
McCutcheon. On the mother's side.
Okay.
McCutcheon.
Okay.
This
And
on my
McNeil?
mother's side. McNeil was Indian and Irish.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I never knew my grandfather on my father's side.
Right.
I never knew my grandfather on my father's side.
Right.
I was told that look at him talking about, I was told that he got sick, and they sent for him, and they, somehow or another, they sent it for him to come where he could be waited on, and he never returned.
Oh, I see. Okay, say, you know what? You just gotta say, excuse me. Look, we just passed Brenda Reba. You say, excuse me? Look at her in the eye. What do you mean?
I thought when
Get
your
infected thumb. Where's Papa?
dad got sick, they sent for him to come back home, and he didn't come back. That's when your dad got sick.
Yeah, on my father's side.
Your father.
Yeah, again.
But your
Excuse me.
father's father was never here, right?
No.
He was never here. He was always back in, where was it, Scotland or Ireland or somewhere back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
But then my grandmother had, after they passed, she had other.
other children.
I liked you leaning forward in the frame.
Oh. No, I'm just, I hope I'm not asking too many questions. I'm just curious.
We needed that. We need it.
She likes to tell stories.
Yeah.
Talk
children.
about it, yeah.
Well, we don't know, but we know she had other children.
Grandma Mary had other children? Other than your dad?
Had other children other
Than
than my
Willie,
father.
yes, than your dad. Did you know them?
Did I know him? Yes, I know all of them.
Okay.
Because it was my aunties and uncles.
Right. Well, I remember you telling me that sometimes when you would, in fact, Daddy, I remember Daddy and then Eula saying sometimes the Daddy's, your father's brothers were downtown, and you guys couldn't talk to them because they didn't want to be associated with the color. They didn't want them to know that they had relatives that were colored.
Right, but so what I don't understand is back then, how did your father and your mother get together? That must have been quite the big thing.
Back then, it probably was.
Teaching, you said that your grandmother
when this mail carrier told him he knew a family, he knew McNeil who had a daughter.
Right.
The only place we can watch this is on your TV.
Okay.
Was a school teacher. And
We
she
were
was
on
India.
Oh.
This mail carrier
Okay.
told him that he knew
The school teacher.
the school teacher.
And who is the school teacher in relation to you?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay,
nothing,
okay,
nothing.
okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
A school
Now, who was the
teacher.
mail carrier?
A mail carrier.
Right,
Told
but-
her that he knew McNeil, who
But-
had a school teacher.
But I mean,
Who had a
in,
daughter that
in
was-
Texas back then, where it was so segregated, and there
Yes,
was like,
that's right.
white and colored line stuff, how is it that your father and your mother
Got together.
got together, and that must have been very different, very unusual.
How did they become boyfriend and girlfriend?
Right.
Or how did they become husband and wife? How did they get? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're saying that.
it's-
Oh yeah.
Because this mail carrier knew Grandma had
Okay.
a daughter and Pearl that was a school teacher.
Okay. Okay, so Grandma Mary had a daughter named Pearl, and Pearl
Was a school
was a school teacher.
Okay.
So your aunt was a school teacher.
Okay.
And that she
So
you
somewhere
trying
in
to
learning
find out how did they get
how to
together.
read and stuff, I guess.
And what?
And by my father having to bring his sister.
Oh.
To the
Okay.
school.
Oh, okay.
And
Now.
bring his sister down there
Okay.
to
Okay.
teach.
Right.
Then he fell in love with my mother.
Ah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Interesting.
pardon me.
And they got married by
Jump the broom.
standing on the
Jump.
Oh.
standing on the porch.
But how?
Grandpa had a
How were they able to get married?
Wait a minute. Let
Oh, sorry.
back up.
by that time, see, Grandpa had he couldn't read and write, but
Right.
he had sent his two sons to school, and they learned how to read and write, and how to do all
Right.
like that. And Aunt Pearl, being this mail carrier, you know about Aunt Pearl, coming down there, he could get them. This mail carrier knew how that knew his mail carrier knew Aunt Pearl, knew Grandma Mary had a daughter.
Daughter, and she was a school teacher.
And Aunt Pearl started coming, to come down there, and my her come down there to be by my
Dad bringing her to
dad
school.
having to bring his sister down there. Then he fell in love with my mother. See, by him
Must be
bringing
out,
his
but
by his
I'm finally
sister
doing it. Keep talking for
down there
years
to teach.
Try to get some of my white
Well, he
laws.
fell in love with my
I'm
mother.
finally doing it.
See, my
I
father
saw it when I
was
did it.
Irish and Indian,
Oh.
and my mother was Afro-American.
Right.
telling me to do this too.
I know.
And they got married by jumping over a broomstick.
Really? Really?
Jump the broom.
Huh.
Jump up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
they jumped over a broomstick, and this minister, black, knowing, then he knew that to get married.
Right.
So it wasn't legal, but
Right.
they were married.
That was legal then.
Yeah, for them.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
And so this how my
Oh wow.
how my mother
Wow.
and father got together.
Wow.
See, and there were places where Papa could go, but Mama couldn't go.
Wow.
There was back there.
That's like when she was, I don't know if she told you or not, but when she got sick, the medical care that she got was because my grandfather could take
Grandfather
her,
McNeil.
Right, McNeil could take
Right.
her for medical care that my grandmother couldn't take. She couldn't have gotten had my grandmother take her.
My
Right.
Mama couldn't take
But-
me, couldn't go and could take me to the
Right.
but Papa could take me.
Right.
And grandmother had to stay home while he was with her. Because if grandmother had gone with him, with her,
They wouldn't have got in.
They wouldn't have given her the care
Right.
that she needed. Yeah, she wouldn't have been here 99 years later.
I know. That's true.
And now just look how it is. The blacks go to school with white
Yeah, we marry and everything.
and do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no problem, like the king said one day, the slave owners and the slaves would sit together and
I had an uncle. Uncle Buster, we call him. That wonder what she was.
she looked like me, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
Who wouldn't fall in love?
So
I remember her, and I thought she was the prettiest thing.
he went to Franklin.
Really?
Went to go down. He
We
went
go visit
and
grandmother when we were kids.
Yeah.
I
And he
remember
got-
that.
Wow.
and he got a job. He got a job in the
You got a picture and she feels like that. And you have the camera.
he went there, and he got a job at a bank. Well, and he had married a black woman,
Right.
and told her never to come there.
Oof. Wow.
She knew not to come there. She knew, but he knew.
Right. Because his job would be in jeopardy.
Right, jeopardy, right.
Yeah, that's right. I know that his job would be because he was
Right.
He
was passed.
Right.
And told her not to come there, and asked her, don't come there and ask her, because there was a wonder for white and a wonder for black, for colored. There was
Right.
colored and white, and so she goes there, and he told her. He was just there. He's in the back
Now
now.
you know I'm not gonna.
And
I'm gonna hear
so
about
he
it.
had stepped.
Oh, yeah.
He had at that time he happened not.
Well, just tell her. Go in there.
Leave.
Just go in there.
I can't say nothing to you. She don't.
He had,
Talk to me.
He had got that on his job. He called him.
I know. I'm sorry.
And he wasn't there. So when she went there, and you didn't have to wonder about what color who she was. And she went there and went to the bank and asked for him. And they said,
Who are you? Right. Probably.
We don't have any black ones
yeah.
here.
She went there and
Oh.
asked
Okay.
for him.
Okay. Yeah.
And they said, oh, well,
I mean, colors.
Right.
At the time.
Right. Right.
and he's not here. Well, he left.
And he was downstairs or something. Where was? Where?
Yeah, he had